Hello everybody, NiclasBlocko speaking. Welcome back to yet another Minecraft video of mine, and today we are in Snapshot 14WOC or 2C. Yeah, that's what it's called. So it's the newest one for 1.8 currently, and we got some new features, and today we're gonna address the villager trading and villager behavior. And it might get a little choppy here and there because, as you can see, loads and loads of item frames and 11 new villagers right now. The textures are basically the same from the old ones. There is the texture from the priest, this one is the blacksmith, that is the butcher, this is the normal farmer, or this was the normal farmer and still is, and the librarian right here, and yeah, that's about it. But we've got new types, and it got a little bit yeah, how am I gonna call it? It got a little bit more logical, if you can say so. So there's the cleric right here. I'm gonna get to all the trades and features in this episode, so it's gonna be very informative, and you can just look at the video or pause it, and then you can see what he trades and what other guys trade and who is good and who isn't. So the cleric right here, which basically is the priest, weaponsmith, leatherworker, shepherd, toolsmith, fisherman, librarian, which is, yeah, still the same, farmer, butcher, Fletcher, and armorer. So let's begin at the first slot, or let's go over there, because the priest is something special. So what have we got here? The armorer. So what you can see is coal, emerald, and several other trades, which you can also see right here. You can see different armor pieces. I didn't put them all there, so you'll see you get different armor pieces. This is what you get for emeralds, and this right here in this line is what you can give for emeralds. Like you give him 20 coal for 1 emerald, and also iron is also in here, and this is coming very in handy if you, for example, got an iron farm. This diamond trade, I don't consider it to be that useful. 4 diamonds for an emerald. Well, if you got the diamonds and are in need of emeralds, then you might want to do that, but yeah, wait and you'll see that it gets even better and way easier to get emeralds. So Fletcher has some different trades. He's got string on his first slot, so he's got string there, and gravel. That means you can get emeralds for both of these, and flint, bows, and arrows you can trade for. Like, you put an emerald in and he gives you arrows, bows, and gravel, basically like this. So yeah, those were all the trades I could unlock. I'm gonna get to the trading and stuff in a moment when we got through all of these guys, but yeah, only 4 trades seems a little bit yeah, well, it's a Fletcher, he doesn't need much. He's like got the arrows and the bow, that's basically about it. The next one is the butcher, which we all know, but now he only trades food related or meat related stuff. So as you can see, you can give him raw pork chop, raw beef, raw chicken, and coal to get emeralds. So you can see right here, all of these are in here. Not the beef at the moment, but I've seen one with beef, I think, but I'm not too sure about this one. And you can trade for pork chop, or like cooked pork chop, and of course cooked chicken as well. So I guess this beef is not even in there, because you cannot get like cooked steak or can trade for raw beef. So never mind then. So those are all the trades for these 3. The next one is the farmer, which only trades crop related stuff, and really cool or interesting is the pumpkin trade. This is where it's getting really interesting. So we know the wheat trade, nothing special there. Potatoes, maybe, carrots, bread, and there we go, 12 pumpkins for 1 emerald. If you've got maybe 10 of these small 3x3 AFK farms, which I showed in a tutorial, You can get mass quantities of pumpkins by just AFKing, and then you can basically get AFK emeralds. I think this is even better than the paper trades, which were the best ones. And this one is also pretty cool, pumpkin pie in here. Melons, I don't consider that to be that useful because you first have to craft all these slices into melon blocks, and that's gonna take a while. And those are all the other trades, of course, not of course, but also cake, which I consider to be, yeah, it's kind of cheap if you think about it like that. You gotta craft it first, and I would invest 1 emerald for a cake. So this is all the trades this guy has to offer. Now there is the Librarian. He can take paper, books, written books for emeralds, and he gives you glass, clocks, compasses, bookshelves, and some enchanted books for your emeralds. So let's check him out as well. So paper, this is knockback 1, not really useful for like 16 emeralds. These are 2 written books. You can stack them up to 16 now, as you can see right here, just like snowballs and ender pearls, which I consider to be very useful. This book has Respiration 1 on it, and the next one has Respiration 3 for 16 emeralds. I don't know about that one, but let's go on with the Fisherman. I think this is really neat with the string, like for his net, coal, maybe to cook the fish, and normal fish he trades for emeralds. And then when you give him normal fish and emeralds, he will give you cooked fish, and for only emeralds he will give you the fishing rod with unbreaking 1. Pretty cool. The next one is the Toolsmith, which gives you emeralds for diamonds, iron, and coal, which is really good. Of course, for the iron farm, as I said, he gives you all sorts of different tools, as you can see right here. It doesn't go any further, so I see that there are shovels and pickaxes. Axes are not in here, but one thing that is missing... No, there's actually nothing missing. We've got like shovels and pickaxes. The axes are at the Weaponsmith, but we'll get to that in a moment. So that is all that he can trade for. This one is a shepherd. He's pretty interesting. You can give him wool 19 and then get an emerald, and that's about all that he wants to give you emeralds for. And you can see 3 colors of wool. I got the main colors here because when you unlock that trade he will unlock this one, and then you can see all the different colors you can trade for. This is of course really expensive for 1 piece of wool, but well, when you got the emeralds, that is of course pretty good if you need some certain color of wool. Leatherworker is the next one. He trades everything that has to do with leather, obviously, and he gives you emeralds for normal leather, and he sells you some leather armor. As you can see right here, this has got protection 2 on it. And this one is also a fairly interesting trade. 8 emeralds for a saddle. You can get these pretty quickly if you've got some villagers. Yeah, pretty cool if you've got some horses, but that's also about it. So only 4 trades here as well. Same as the Fletcher, pretty much, but still really cool, I think. And you can, by the way, see all the different names up here if you're wondering who that guy is, and if you need him, because that's the reason why I'm showing you what they can all trade for, so you can search for the perfect one and then trade until he gets your desired trade. Weaponsmith is this one. He gives you emeralds for coal, iron, and diamonds, as well as just as the Toolsmith right here, and as this guy right there, the armorer. So I think the same texture or the same specification basically with the blacksmith thingy around their neck has to do with the same basic trades where you can get emeralds for. So yeah, Weaponsmith can also give you axes and swords now, so we'll just go through that one at a time. Bane of Arthropods 2, looting 1, fire aspect 1. I think I'll do that. I mean, it's not a really bad sword, to be honest. Bane of Arthropods 2, well, not so good, but for 12 emeralds you would only get a normal sword, so I would also do that. Efficiency 3, pretty good, and that's about it as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades for this guy and the Cleric. I'm used to saying priest, I don't know why. He is really interesting. So the other guys also traded for string, and this guy he trades for rotten flesh, ender pearls and gold. So those two especially awesome. So ender pearls, if you've got an enderman grinder, no problemo to get mass quantities, and with mass quantities I really mean double chests full of this stuff, and rotten flesh. So now it's time to save up your rotten flesh, because with 40 pieces or less or more, depends on which cleric you got, he will give you 1 emerald. 3 ender pearls or 1 emerald, man, I could trade for days and then I would be rich on my server. Yeah, I consider this to be a little bit of a ripoff, but well, if you got all the emeralds from the rotten flesh, then it's not gonna matter to you anymore. So those are all the trades for the guys, and now you're wondering, what did they change? Probably. So I'm gonna try and give you a good angle at this, so you can see the names and all the different items they trade for. So that was this side, and this is this side, so you can check what you want and what you don't. So just pause the video and then you'll see. So how does it all work? Let's grab a villager here and put him in a little bit of a hole when we made daytime. So what have we got here? This is a Leatherworker, and I just spawned him in. He is trading leather for 1 emerald, that is good, and he also has another trade unlocked already, and 4 emeralds for a leather pants. So let's grab some leather. Leather is right here. Okay, so we can convert these into emeralds for a certain amount of time, and as you could already tell, he will give me XP for this. As you could hear, like, it made a little bling bling sound, and if we fly up high enough we can probably see the XP orbs floating around when we're done. So now you'll see he is not gonna do the trade for much longer, maybe a little bit more. So now see, he's not putting any emeralds in here, and you can also see that if you go onto the arrow here, trade something else to unlock, and it basically tells you what to do. You have to trade for something else, maybe some pants if you shall desire so, and then maybe yeah, you see the XP orbs there now, so you get some. And now he unlocked the saddle right here, and we've got the leather tunic here. So it's basically don't take me 100% right here, but it's basically all the same trades. Maybe there will be a little bit of a change in the order, but basically that's all they can trade for. So like, we got the leather there, and then pants, chest piece and saddle, and that is basically what he is giving us, only with a different enchant, I think. So let's check what this guy has enchanted on there. Protection 2. So the enchants seem to be varying, but other than that it's basically the same thing. And also one example would be the shepherd. If we could get him, that would be awesome. It shows us really much how... Are you a shepherd? What color have you got, Mr. Shepherd? Okay, just an old farmer color. So let's try and get one here. We got plenty of clerics. I would like to get a shepherd, please. Come on, give me one. It'll not take too long. Man, I thought that would go pretty Fletcher. So you see all of these guys have trades unlocked already, and you can select between different things. And Cleric also got the rotten flesh, so you see 37 over there was 40, so it varies a little bit, but the basic principle is all the same. 37 here as well. Here it is 38, so you gotta search through them. And are you a farmer? No, you're a farmer. I just want a no, not a fisherman. I want Fletcher, shepherd, please. Yeah, there we go. So wool and shears right here. This might be a little loud, sorry if it is. Let's get some wool up in the joint. So there we go. We traded for that, right? And now if we enter him one more time, we can see that there are more trades unlocked. And now he's basically unlocked all of these colors already. And this is how you can unlock new trades. And if one trade is locked, you can just trade for another thing. It shouldn't be too expensive, especially now that you got the nice clerics and the what would I consider to be useful, the Toolsmith, and basically everyone who can trade for iron and mob drops. And what else? Maybe the I don't know, maybe string, but that's also a mob drop. And paper, I don't even know if I'm gonna keep my paper farm, but it looks like they got a little cheaper there, or I've got an extraordinary guy there. But this doesn't look too fancy or too promising to me, so I guess I'll stick to searching a zombie spawner in my world. You should also do something that you can get tons and tons of unlimited emeralds. So if you enjoyed this video, it was a whole lot of work to put all this together. I would really appreciate if you left a like, and then we will see us in the next episode. And I hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you want to, but then I'm gonna say bye bye, and I'm gonna give you a last look at it before we end this video. So I'm gonna go through it. You can see all the different names, and that should be it. So bye bye.